Captain, the Eagle has landed. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Instead of going out and buying a package book, of which there have been 5,000 copies printed, you will go to the telephone, describe your interests, your needs, your problems, and say, I'm working now on the history of Egyptian arithmetic. I know a bit of Sanskrit. I'm qualified in German, and I am a good mathematician. They said, it'll be right over. And they at once Xerox, with the help of computers from the libraries of the world, all the latest material just for you personally, not as something to be put out on the bookshelf. They send you the package as a direct personal service. This is where we're heading under electronic information conditions. Products increasingly are becoming services.
Global Village is not created by the motor car or even by the airplane. It's created by instant electronic information movement. The Global Village is at once as wide as the planet and as small as a little town where everybody is maliciously engaged and poking his nose into everybody else's business. The Global Village is a world in which you don't necessarily have harmony. You have extreme concern with everybody else's business and much involvement in everybody else's life. It's a sort of Ann Landers column writ large.
Another strange effect of this electric environment is the total absence of secrecy.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
The new is always made up of the old, or rather what people see in the new is always the old thing, the rearview mirror. The future of the future is the present. And this is something that people are terrified of.
She speaks by telephone to head office, where her variations are taken down directly onto cards.
I try not to have any private meanings, Frank, but I think of technologies as extensions of our own bodies, of our own faculties, whether clothing, housing, and more familiar kinds of technologies like wheels, stirrups, such extensions of various parts of the body. The need to amplify the human powers in order to cope with various environments.
I have, by the way, a peculiar reading habit that I developed in recent years. I read only the right-hand page of serious books. If it's a frivolous, relaxing book, I read every word. But serious books, I read on the right-hand side only because I've discovered enormous redundancy in any well-written book. And I find that by reading only the right-hand page, this keeps me very wide awake, filling in the other page out of my own noodle.
Nieuw was de hoofdtelefoon met ingebouwde stereo FM radio.
Den Uyl in een speciale televisietoespraak aan dat benzine op de bon gaat.
Forgive my impertinence, but has anybody asked you why you are sometimes difficult to understand?
Because I use the right hemisphere when they're trying to use the left hemisphere.
Okay, well, simple. I'll try and get back on the left.
You see, when people ordinarily people are trained to try to follow you and to connect everything you say with what they last heard. They're not prepared to use their wits. They're only prepared to use the idea they picked up the first time and try to connect it to another idea.